Creating a budget, the beginner's guide. Many people are living beyond their means without even realizing it. When it comes to improving your financial situation, the most common piece of advice is to create a budget. Budgeting allows you to have a better understanding of how you invest your money and reveals how to better control your finances, pay off loans, and plan for potential financial goals. If you're new to budgeting or have tried and struggled before, knowing which steps to take makes budgeting easier for beginners. Beginner's Guide to Budgeting. Begin by calculating how much money you have coming in and how much money you have going out each month. Finally, you should have a blueprint that breaks down your revenue and expenditures so you know how much you can invest and how much you should save each month. Step 1. Make a list of your monthly earnings. Your monthly salary is the money left over if your only source of income is a single job and you get a daily paycheck with taxes deducted automatically. This is referred to as your take-home pay or net income. If you have several jobs, add the net pay for each one to get a total monthly salary. If you're self-employed or earn money from a trust fund or parental assistance, keep track of the exact sums you get each month. Step 2. Make a list of your fixed expenditures. Some expenses are set, meaning you pay the same amount every month. Rent or mortgage payments, student loans, car loans, and personal loans are all examples of household bills that fall under this group. These are simple to keep track of, since the monthly amounts can only adjust if you accrue late fees. Budgeting for beginners teaches you how to handle your finances so that you can pay your bills on time and stop incurring late fees that would blow your budget. Step 3. Make a list of variable costs. Any of your monthly bills are subject to change. If you live in a seasonal environment with your temperature extremes, for example, your heating and cooling bills can fluctuate according to the outside temperature. Some utility providers have budget billing plans that allow you to pay a monthly flat rate for services, making it easier to budget for this cost. If you use more electricity than your billing plan allows, you will be required to pay the difference in one big lump sum. Gas, groceries, personal care materials, and household items that need to be replenished are some of the other monthly expenditures that differ. Examine 3 months' worth of bank and credit card statements to make a list of how much you spend on these items on a regular basis. Keep all of your gas and supermarket receipts for a few months to get an exact figure for each expense. Calculate an average using whatever form you prefer and enter the result into your budget. Creating your financial plan. Create your monthly budget after you've calculated how much you plan to receive and spend each month. Start wide and narrow as you go, concentrating on areas that differ and may jeopardize your overall budgeting strategy. Step 4. Think about the sample budget. You may want to seek the advice of a financial advisor to help you build a comprehensive budget. The 50-30-20 budgeting model is suggested by the majority of financial advisors. This model proposes allocating 50% of your take-home pay to essentials, 30% to needs, and 20% to investments. To avoid setting yourself up for failure, choose a monitoring tool that doesn't take more time and maintenance than you're willing to spend on it, regardless of the budget system you use. Step 5. Make a wish list. The most critical aspect of your budget should always be set aside for your needs. The remainder is shared between your needs and your investments. Shopping, eating out, going to theater, and other things that you enjoy are examples of wants. However, some things, such as food, can be classified as both needs and wants. Food is an essential part of life, but calculating how much to budget for groceries can be difficult. In 2016, Americans spent 5.2% of their disposable income on food at home, and 4.7% on eating out, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Although there is no magic number for how much you can spend on groceries, this average will help you get started. Keep track of how much you spend on food over a 3-month period and determine an average to use in your monthly budget to budget for your individual needs and prevent overspending. Step 6. Slash your spending. Look for ways to save money if your budget reveals that your expenses surpass your revenue. Examining how much money you're spending on things you want but don't really need is one of the best ways to slash your expenses. A night out with friends, for example, costs an average of $81, which adds up quickly if you go out several times per week. This isn't to say you can't have fun, but you will need to cut back on your expenses to keep your budget in check. Another way to cut costs and gain financial leverage is to see how you can reduce the cost of such programs. To see if a rival offers a better deal or if you can save money by bundling, contact your cell phone, internet, and cable television providers. Consider skipping the luxury cable channels in favor of a more affordable basic bundle. You may also search for low-cost streaming services on the internet. Goal setting. Setting goals and rewarding yourself is a perfect way to boost your chances of budgeting success. Set a target to save a certain amount of money to pay off loans by cutting down on excessive expenses such as eating out, night clubbing, and shopping. Place the funds in a savings account to gain interest. Reward yourself with a fair splurge on something enjoyable when you reach your savings target. Step 7. Establish a credit card debt budget. For beginners, eliminating credit card debt should be a top priority. It's easy to get into debt when you choose credit cards with poor terms. To save money, consider replacing high-interest credit cards with a balance transfer credit card with a 0% promotional annual percentage rate. Make an extra payment per month if your budget requires it to reduce your balance and help you pay off your credit card debt faster. Step 8. Make a student loan budget. Paying for college can be daunting, and 54% of young adults say they have taken on debt to pay for their education, including student loans. Student loans have lower interest rates than most forms of loans, and you typically don't have to start repaying them right after you graduate. They will, however, be a part of your budget for a long time. Never take out more student loans than you require to cover your educational costs. To get out from under your student loan debt quicker, try refinancing high-interest loans and making additional payments when your budget allows. Step 9. Set aside money for car loans. Aside from a home, purchasing a car is one of the most important purchases you can make. Make sure the payment fits into the budget before taking out an auto loan. To help you remain within your budget, compare auto loan rates from different sources to find the best offer and get pre-approved for a car loan. To prevent car buying errors, go into the dealership knowing exactly how much you want to spend on the vehicle and how much your monthly payments will be. Step 10. Make a home buying budget. Living expenses account for the greatest portion of your monthly budget. If you do have a mortgage, consider refinancing to lower your monthly costs and the cumulative sum you'll pay back over the course of your loan's existence. If buying a house is one of your budgeting priorities, bear in mind that most people want more houses than they can afford. Calculate how much you can afford based on your future down payment, revenue, and debt commitments to prevent overspending that contributes to long-term financial problems. If you want to know more financial tips like these, make sure to give this video a like and click subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.